Atlantia vivere, Agartha vivere, Shambhala vivere, Lemuria vivere. Hello my friends, my friend, I have once became once more President of Atlantis and Praetor of the Great Council of Atlantis in another exception of Atlantis. I now have another photograph on my floor. I will show you to you. The power of the Albigensis is with me. Although some people might say that this young dragon female is has red hair and she is Atsarm, like I am, because I was born with blonde hair. But the truth is, we in Atlantia we have clear green or blue eyes, and she has blue eyes, and I see that now my blue eyes have gotten darker, at least in this video. I never paid attention to it, but this is perhaps because of all the things that I have done. I have to continue this video. I understand artists, I understand dear Brit and dear Natalie Pullman, while you said in one of your videos that you understand. And now I am ready to declare the world mature, because by my calculations, which are somehow improvised, I reached the conclusion that on the 9th of February 2015, that is one Winal or 20 days from now, we shall enter the 5th day of the galactic cycle of the ethical quadridimensional cycle, the cycle which will lead us into the quadridimensional space. There are many peoples from the quadridimensional ethical space still living with us. One of them is Gezo. I always felt Gezo, he was the boss and the ascendant of my mother. He was the one who ascended my mother in the 4D quantum ethical continuum. And unfortunately my mother has broken off, I don't know how, I don't know how many, I don't know why, the ethical rules of the 4D continuum. Gezo was a demon, my mother is an angel, but Gezo did not break those rules. I have reached him on Facebook and found Gezo Jr., his son, who also had some sons, but I did not find him. And when I met him, he asked me a few years ago, who are you? I told him I'm the pet of the Great Council of Atlantis, because when you meet a being from the higher dimension, there is a bond, there is an energetic bond creating between the two of us. And I'm sorry, I forgot you. And he asked me if what has happened to my mother. I said, well, she has a poor life because she has broken off the rules. The whole Great Council of Atlantis knows this. They want to punish her, they want to destroy her, but I was sent here to warn her. And I did. I warned her. And it is very hard to say these things. Anyway, there are some specific rules, there are some specific wars in the 4D continuum. I now declare the world to be matured. Yes, I'm a little bit early. I always was early. I am pronouncing myself before the time. But now I understand that we, the gods, must make a step backwards, because those people no longer support us, no longer enjoy our presence. Does not mean we have to live as Laura Dan said, Joanna said, we have to live like common people, like common folks. This is very hard because we are accustomed to a way of living which many people may find it luxurious, but I find it normal. And I'm not living a luxurious life. I only stay at home and make videos and go outside once per week. I am pretty much blocked, as people say, in their evilness. That I am blocked. Perhaps also Artemis is blocked, or Calliope, Calypso, Psyche are blocked. But I have declared, I have declared film to be different from opera and theater and to be an independent art long before, years before the first Academy of Film was created on this planet. And I have declared photography and graphics to be arts, and literature, which is different from poetry and all the others, and also video games to be art. And at some point in time, the people on Earth will find these ideas normal, as they will find normal the idea that we don't work for money, we work for the benefit of the others. I wish the unification of this world. I wish a unification and peace between dragons, humans, werewolves, vampires, bacteria, cats, pumas, horses, and all the other races and species who live on this planet. And there will be a time in the future when people will find this normal. I wish to announce today the formation of the Liberate Movement, which will have 8 members. The mission of the Liberate Movement is to liberate the planet from the controls of oligarchies, of structures of power, and above all, of corporations. I know that in 2016 the Corporate Congress shall be formed. But I see a future in which, like in Star Trek, we are going to live for the benefit of others, not for our own. We are going to get free stuff from everyone, and we are going to work for free for everyone else. And no one shall say that I am too lazy to do this or that, because cheap entertainment like TV and video games shall be much more limited on those days. They will be much more limited because the resources of this planet are limited. And excuse me. I keep hearing Lilith speaking into my head, saying, all the women are your slave, and she is at your feet, and she's waiting for you. And I really don't know how you, dear Brittany, because you have a number of Facebook accounts, Brittany without an E, and others, you wish me to be. Should I live continuously here in Romania in poor poverty? Should I work like Michelangelo Buonarroti for 25 years? I have worked for 17 years, 16 years and 7 months for the benefit of this world and this country. Maybe many will say, yes, it is too early to declare the world mature. There is still needs of gods, but it is like a discussion when King Michael was deposed. Instead of going to him and say, well, the Romanian society has evolved a lot, and we no longer need kings and queens, we are ready to become a republic, a democracy. But of course, if they would have said that, then it would have been impossible for Ceausescu and Gheorghe Gheorghiu and Băsescu and Iliescu and even Constantinescu, maybe Klaus Iohannis and the others, to become dictator and despots of this country. If it was stated in the 1940s that this country is a democracy, a republic, and kings and nobility titles are no longer allowed, we will not have today a Tsar in Krishana, myself, or a Tsar in Tratin Lauradan, or a Tsar in Ardeal but regent is Niculus from Bălățide. We will not have a tsar in Făgăraș, Mihai Ramâc Frăților, a tsar in Maramureș, or a tsar in Oltenia, or in Vrancea, or the Drăghiș Teodor, or in Brașov, Valentin Târcă, or all in the other places. So it was a test. It was a test. You have to behave nicely with other people. You have to consider women to be your equals. You have to behave in a mature way. Many times I behave like I'm a little child, 5 years old. But you know why? Because I have these 4 marks on my hand. When I was 5 years old, I was playing in the courtyard with some girls. They were 2 beautiful dragons, yellow dragons, golden dragons, like Britney is, and I withdraw my hand. I tried to pull on the girls from her ponytail, and she said, well, I will teach you how to not be violent with women and everyone else. And then she kissed me. She burned my hand, but I immediately withdraw it. And this is my first dragon mark here. But she was quite successful because she's a princess. I don't know, actually I know her name. She's not Betty. Betty is the second. And then the Betty came, and she was much more professional in burning my hand here. And then when Dacia came and I was 10 years old, I waited, and so I have these 2 triangles here. So I have the souls of 4 yellow dragons in my right hand. And I also have a black dragon, 2 red dragons, and 1 green dragon. 4, 5, 7, 8, and also I have the spirit of Cristian Novac and 9, 10 dragons. Maybe I have 10, maybe I have 8, I don't care, because you know you become a dragon total when you amass all the colors of dragons, and I only have the golden dragon, the black dragon, the red dragon, and the green dragon. Maybe also the blue dragon, because she was a blue dragon. Denisa Honoriarus. Too much time has passed, my friends. Moments ago, because she was really upset, the girl which I kissed, because I dumped her and I had to kiss her and ensure that she is alright. I see now that Natalie Portman also has some nice drawings made with pen and paper, like I had when I was a god, a great god, when I had much more energy into myself in 1999 and 2002. And I don't know what to say. I'm supposed to make the history of Atlantis. I realize that the children have grown. I realize that the children of Earth have grown, and now the Earth must open its arms and let them go. Not because Earth is a male, I am a male. I said do not open the feet, the woman open her feet in front of the male, but I am, please open your feet to me. I am a male, I am a planet male, and Artemis is a planet woman, and the sun is also a woman, and I'm also sad. I'm sad because, you know, Artemis, you know, dear Brittany, we have to live our lives fully. We have to meet, we have to be happy, no longer asking questions. Well, I know that I am out of the test of Agatha now on 21st of January 2015, because you know 17 cycles of 37.72 days each have passed, and I have reached, you know, the completion of the God, of the supreme unmanifested God, which means I am responsible for everything in the creation. What happens when you find out that you're responsible for everything and you cannot go any further because you are that guy? I mean, if I had 145 or 43 or 42 or 41 dimensions, I would have said yes, I can behave in an irresponsible manner. But now that I know that I have 146 dimensions and I am the Supreme Manifested God, the True One, that means that I'm responsible for everything. Liberté, égalité, fraternité et aussi de responsabilité. Mon frère de France. Je suis un bon roi de la France. Albigenses are with me. I shall remain Praetor and President of the Great Council of Atlantis. And I shall continue to employ the, because the Sekurans are really advanced, not piece of technology, not robots, artificial intelligences, and they ensure the future of Atlantis by guarding our borders and by staying in the Great Council. And now this girl is really very close to be like me, but she is a little bit rough. She is lacking some subtleness which comes with leading Atlantis for 40,000 years, and she may take some rash decisions. But you know, I am still needed. Am I the secretary of Atlantis? I am president of the Praetor. I am Luciani Yes, the Praetor Lawrence, but I am the president, and secretary is her. Because, you know, a robot must be a robot. An artificial being must be the secretary of Atlantis, because she's the only one that can ensure the proper writings of all our decrees and laws. I declare the world free. Free of myself, I declare myself free of you, and I declare myself loving of Renascence and loving of Natalie and loving of... I love you all, and I have hope to meet you, Britney. Do not stay in your shyness for so long, because it does not help you. I punished myself, you're now punishing yourself. And there is no reason to do this. I love you very much. Goodbye.